Good morning, good evening, good night. The unreal lag is too real this morning. When is the news? 1 minute. What the heck is price doing? I got 2 days, 2 losses. Raj, 2 days, 2 losses. $10 a.m. 10 a.m. we have consumer sentiment news. And FOMC at 11. Mr. FOMC member speaking. Oh, don't tell me we just missed it. Don't tell me we just missed it. Oh no, we're still good. Okay, we may still have it. Nah, we're okay. We're okay. Okay. You know what to do. Hassan, good morning, good evening, good morning. So it's at the aggressive, more or less. So it's up to you if you want to hit the aggressive or wait for the modest. Two trade buy, one stop loss, one TP. Hey, that's okay. 50%, that's not bad. Which one is the aggressive? Which one is the buy? Okay, let me put those up for you. So the first one is the aggressive. So there's more risk, so it's more aggressive. Second one is the modest. Less risk, more modest. So if you entered the aggressive, you're up already. Good morning, Bailey. If you entered the aggressive, you're up just over 20 pips. 20, 30 pips, depending how you hit it. Including, what's the word I'm looking for? Spread. So you're up at least 30 pips if you hit the aggressive. Manage your trade. Move your stop loss, close partials, close. Don't be too greedy, you know. End the Friday on a win. I think it'll go after yesterday's close price. I don't think it fully finished this little run here. Putting the wizard for show, because I mean, we are there. Give myself a little ego stroke for the Friday. Let me know if you hit the buy on the aggressive. Did you close? Did you walk away with profits? Are you re-entering? What are you doing? Putting pressure on the industry. Yes, indeed. I took the time last night and I cleaned up the characters a little bit so they look a little cleaner. And I made a new one that cannot be revealed until the trade, until we're in like a super mega unicorn trade. So if you re-entered, let me know. You already have at least 30 to 50 pips that you walked away with. At least if you secured your trade, unless you left it open. So depending on how you manage your trade, you're either profitable or still around just near break even. Are you re-entering on the modest? Are you staying out? Did you enter at all? It could come down and touch this trend line. It's like a bodybuilder. He loves trend. That's what Bailey puts in his protein drinks. Trend. What's trending? With Trump in the presidency, now you will no longer have men and women's sports. That is awesome. You know, I don't think an actual man wants men and women's sports. Like, I don't know any real men that support that support men and women's sports. Hassan is in a cell to 26.55. Hassan is betting against us. How sad. He's trying to make it over here. Now, will the price come back down here? Maybe. It already has come down here. If it's going to come down and correct again down here, it could sit in this range. You're not far off, Hassan. But don't be too surprised if it comes looking for money down here or even here at this point. I re-entered on the modest. Why not? Because I can. That's why. Because we're all in gamble mode this morning. Drop a screenshot of the live in the chat if you're on the YouTube. So far, yeah, I am liking this playlist a lot better. This one is called El Secreto by Young Logos. Obviously, none of these artists are like artists you would play in your car or anything like that. It's just copyright free music. Whoopsie daisy. While this does its thing and either takes us out in profits or losses, I'll be right back. we are. It hit the trend line. It is this one here. Good morning, San Francisco. Yes, Eric. Absolutely. I think I found the ratio with this coffee to make it bearable. Actually, thank you, Dennis. You got stopped out? Okay, that's okay. If you got stopped out, you're just following your trading plan. Got to make sure you get your daily dose of roid rage. Before YouTube tries to cancel me, it's just magnesium. Magnesium glycinate. So this weekend, I'm going to go check out some more computers. Because it's getting close to that day of upgrading this setup. We're long overdue. Sometimes I'm surprised that this computer doesn't self-destruct. I saw a post yesterday. They said that Trump said that he already spoke to like 70 world leaders, probably them congratulating him or whatever, in a mix of things. But if let's say most of them, if not all of them, let's say all of them are calling him to congratulate him on becoming president or whatever, he's already been making like bold statements to a lot of the leaders, like, you better fix this, you better fix that by the time I'm in the office. He's already done more in a few days than Biden has. Even if you don't like Trump, that's okay. Like, it's okay to not like him, and it's okay to have opposing views. But you can't tell me that the current president has done a good job. You can't convince me of that. Like, for example, I wasn't a fan of Obama, but I think he did a way better job. I think he did a decent job. I'm not a fan of the job that he did, but I think he did an okay job. To the best of his abilities, what he believed in, didn't believe in, and whatever. Like, I would say he was an okay president, even if I don't like the guy. But you can't tell me that Biden did a good job. Like, you have some special chromosomes if that's the case. I think it was unfair for them to put Biden in there. It was clear that they just threw him in there as like a scapegoat to pull the strings in the background. I think they could have chosen somebody better than him. Definitely not Kamala. What is this? What is this? Let's see. you. Never get attached emotionally to your chart up. If you start to map out your charts of like, this is the setup that I see forming, here's where I'm gonna take a sell, here's where I'm gonna take a buy, I think based off of this price to come up to here or price to go down to there, there's this trend line, there's this previous price, there's this whatever, this Fibonacci retracement, whatever your analysis is, stay detached from your observation, because the moment you get attached to it, you're creating a bias of like, no, it has to come here because I drew it out, or this was my analysis, it has to go here because I did it. It doesn't have to do anything. I mean, maybe what you're drawing is correct. Maybe what you're drawing has some parts that are correct and it happens to go there. But the moment you get attached, it's a recipe for disaster. Because if it starts to go the other way, you're going to start betting against what's actually happening. And you're going to get stuck. Because the market can change in the next 5 minutes. In the next like you could be in a winning trade right now that's on its trajectory to like, 200-300 pips, and something happens and the market structure changes. You have to change what happened also. Like if you're monitoring your trade, hence why it's called monitoring your trade, if the market shifts, you have to shift. Because if you're going to hang on because I drew it out here and it has to go here, it doesn't have to do anything. It doesn't obey you. We are nothing in the grand scheme of the market. There's literally trillions of dollars moving every single day on this market. And you're what? A few $100s, a few $1,000s, maybe a few tens of thousands. Some of you, I know, have maybe 100 or 200,000. That's peanuts in this market. We don't matter. Like our money in this market means nothing. So when you draw out your charts, stay detached from what you draw. You just wait. If it happens, you execute like the Pokemon. You enter your trade based off of your analysis, and then you allow your trade to play out the way that you drew it out. That's it. If it doesn't get to your entry, it doesn't get to your entry. If it doesn't play out the way that you drew it out, it doesn't play out. If it hits your stop loss or you end up with a loss, you end up with a loss. Just don't increase your losses. Don't overdo your losses. You're going to have losses. You're going to be wrong. I could be right 1 out of 5 times next week. That's okay. Because overall, it's most of the time I'm right, and when I'm right, it outweighs all my losses. So stay detached. It's kind of like when you make friends at work, they're not really friends. Like, you don't go to work to make friends. If you go to work for your friends, if you go to work because of the friends you have at work, it's a recipe for disaster, because you're not really going to be that productive. It helps if you get along with your coworkers, but I don't know. I don't see it as being friends with my coworkers, because then it messes things up. Then you start to get involved in drama. Too much personal things starts to blend and cross over. That's not for me. When I was working construction, they'd always ask me, Edwin, when are we going to go for a beer? How come you never come out for a beer? How come you never come out and hang out, or this and that? Because we're not friends. Some of you don't even have my phone number, and I'm not about to give it to you. I'm such a weirdo that whether it was construction or selling phones, I'd always have a second phone. And that's the number I give to coworkers. Coworkers, clients. Think of it like a business line or a filter. If you have my real number, then you've passed one filter. If you have my number, you've passed one filter. And then if you have my real number, you've passed another filter. Then if I answer your calls, now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus. This one's kind of funky. This one's called Truckee. Truckee by Otis McDonald. Don't be afraid. Don't get mad, get glad. Glad where? Glad well. Who remembers that commercial? Glad, what was it? Glad where? Glad well, right? I think that's what it was. Don't get mad, get glad. I don't remember if that was like Tupperware or like a home sense fragrance thing. I don't remember. Don't get mad, get glad. The song's kind of funky, actually, if you think about it. I won't say why, but it's kind of funky. Kind of funky indeed. Shall we dare? It's over. It's over. It's over. I'm going to re-enter here. I got stopped out. I'm going to re-enter here. I'm risking it for the biscuit. Limp biscuit. So this one is no more. If you got stopped out, so there's a few scenarios here for some of you. Some of you closed on the first trade and you're up. Some of you got closed out, stopped out. So you're in zero. Some of you re-entered and got stopped out and you broke even. So some of you are up, some of you are at zero, and then some of you are at a loss. All these scenarios are fine. Choose accordingly. Call it over trading if you want. But I'm going to go for it. So this is me entering. Let's go. Let's go indeed. Why? Okay, I'll tell you why. So the first trade was in profits for me. The second trade was a loss. So really the way I look at it is I'm at zero for the day. So this is like my do or die trade. So I've accepted that this trade will determine whether I walk away with profits or a loss. Now, if it was a loss, and then a loss, and then a loss, now I'm overdoing it. Three would also be the maximum that I would do. That's already too much, but that'd be the maximum. But at least in this case, we had a winning trade, a losing trade, so it canceled itself out. And then now let's see if it's a winning day or a losing day. And if it's a losing day, that's okay too. I mean, it sucks, but it sucks to end the Friday on a loss. But if it happens, that's what it is. And I know it's easier said than done. I know. Let's go, Mario. I did. Thank you for noticing. I finished fixing all the thumbnails yesterday. Now it looks clean and updated. We are slowly upgrading things as we go. That is part of the morning executive zone upgrades. Please excuse our look while we are under construction. Did somebody say construction? Because I got your construction vest right here. No, it's not a construction vest for my dog. It's actually for drinks. Like for a beer or soda can. Ooh, it's gonna be a losing day. Is that what we're doing today? Do we have an official losing day today? Why does it do that? I don't understand. Thank you for letting me know. Let's fix that right now. Perfect. Okay, what do you think of this? Right now, you're up 20, 30 pips. Don't get greedy. Secure that so at least No matter what, you have a winning day, even if it's a little bit. We are going to add this. Sounds like a James Bond 007 N64 kind of thing. Let's see this. This is called Between Spaces. Yeah, we get to do the alien. Secure your profits. As long as you have profits secured right now, if you're in my position, you at least have a winning day. May not be as much as you could have had, but I mean, this is pretty good. Pretty good. I'll take it. Absolutely. This is for all the haters that doubted today. If you're watching the recording, there you go. And we're back. So it's officially, for me at least, I know for some of you it's already a winning day. If you kept it at a loss, that's okay too. And just like that, we have 40 pips secured. So from here, up or down, we walk away with 40 pips profit. Yeah, I know exactly what's going to happen. It's going to shoot up. It's going to shoot up worse than an addict. It's going to go chase yesterday's close price. Who cares? Just take it for what it is. So today is, by the skin of my teeth, a winning day, technically. I know this is gonna drive me nuts. Watch. I bet you it's gonna come up to here. Look. Right now it's here, right up to here. Before I get angry, you're not gonna like me when I'm angry. Take it for what it is. We secured some profits. So I'm speaking on my behalf. I know some of you have some. So you're already up If anything, hey, I caught up. I played it as it should. I'm about to get upset. I know it. Look, we're up for the Friday. Today is Friday, right? So I will see you all on Monday. Enjoy your weekend. If you're still in the trade, let me know. I'm walking away with at least something for the day. I hope this skyrockets if you're in it, and you walk away with even more. So for everybody, I will see you on Monday. If you haven't subscribed, make sure that you do. And keep smiling. Don't let anybody piss you off. And of course, see you on Monday.